Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are going to be running our test on more video games. So for this one, we're going to retest campaign mode on Starcraft and also do it at the highest settings. So just some methodology stuff. This was all recorded on the external capture card that is optimized for the M1 laptop, so that's why some of the edges are cut off, unfortunately, and sometimes that impacts showing the FPS. So this is if you are not recording OBS, not recording QuickTime, this should be the purest gameplay footage that you should be able to do. And with that being said, as requested, I tried to bump everything up to the highest, but on, this audio is recorded on post. I noticed I missed like reflections and stuff of that nature, but this is kind of the highest resolution and stuff of that nature that's posted on. So coming from a gamer perspective, someone who's put over 10,000 hours into Dota 2 and League of Legends, I'll say that from a gaming perspective, I noticed that at this resolution, there's a lot of issues, more or less with kind of the selecting things and mouse lag or mouse input lag. So that's something to consider when playing this game or deciding, if you want this to enjoy your gaming experience and playing through something you've never played before. The M1 Max is definitely capable. You'll get 30 FPS at these settings, but you just have some input lag, so something to consider. So in an attempt to kind of reduce input lag, I was checking some of the settings. There is something in the mouse and keyboard that you are able to check, and that is called reduce input lag. So when we checked that settings, I wanted to see if it did reduce, and unfortunately when playing, I wasn't able to get better performance in terms of me noticing it, like kind of my drag and drop. That's something I've seen in Dota 2 and stuff of that nature, so definitely something to consider. macOS just doesn't handle inputs the same way that Windows does, especially when playing video games. But with this machine being an integrated GPU and able to push kind of almost 4K settings at ultra, it's definitely impressive, and I could see future generations or maybe even developer supporting or getting better gameplay performance.
Looking forward to it. Gangway coming through. Roger that. 10-4. Bad news? Go ahead. Of course. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Gangway coming through. Huh?
Ultimately, if I was playing this game, I think these are the settings I would do. I would bump down the resolution some, or even the graphics quality, and I would bump down the resolution not to the max, which was like almost 3,000, and I would probably just play it at these settings, or I'd try to drive 60 FPS. So just something to consider. Some people have that bare minimum of what they want to play video games at, and I think you need to kind of turn down some of these settings to play at 60 FPS, which also helps reduce with the input lag, in my opinion.
You gonna give me orders? Ready to raise some hell.
The doctor is in.
SCV ready. Do this. Go ahead.
My goose is getting cooked.
SCV ready. Sure. By the numbers. This better be good. SCV ready.
Looks like that sector's clear, Jim. Better move on to the next one.
Need a light.
You gonna give me orders? Ready to raise some hell.
The next game we're going to jump straight into is Alien Isolation. If you remember from last year when I tested this video on the M1 MacBook Air, we were getting around 18 FPS, and unfortunately we're still getting the same FPS here. But I do try to change some of the settings later on in this video. That does increase it to about 30 FPS. So depending on what you guys like playing on, I would say it's playable at 30 FPS. After you get some of the shaders loaded and stuff of that nature, you know, it's a playable game if you're trying to get for the story, but if you want the best experience, you probably need another machine.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's... certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. Realize your mother has been missing for 15 years and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
Doing a quick temperature check, staying at about 75 average, and fans barely running, or barely noticeable, but it did bump up to about 2000 RPM on the 16-inch MacBook Pro.
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities, a well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-Class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
You should probably get changed, Ripley. Verlaine will be calling us soon.
Next, let's bump right into Bioshock 2. So some of these settings were just at the 2000 resolution. And again, this is recorded off a capture device that's hooked up to my G15. So I recorded both these videos at the same time just to give some brownie points to this Windows machine. Sony a6000 was recorded to a OBS recording, and then the other camera was on a separate instance of OBS, both running on G15, running 1080p at 60 FPS. So it's able to actually record both these, and then I made a multicam for what you're seeing on screen right now.
And I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
I want to just comment here that this is recorded at 60 FPS, but the FPS, which was, you could see, can't really see from the recording because of how it gets cut off in the native resolution, but on the B-roll footage of the A6000, this is running at 120 FPS. Oh, and on top of running 120 FPS, apparently it was trying to run Tropico at the same time. So just something to consider. I didn't even close it, I just left it open, and we're still able to run this 120 FPS settings. So pretty impressive from Mac OS in terms of like the smoothness and responsiveness. I would say if I was running a Windows machine, I probably would have seen lag there between switching games and trying to load a game in the background. So 120 FPS max settings, Bioshock Remastered, pretty awesome.
Taste of Adam in weeks. I don't need this. It's still my home.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
Shall be struck down. We can. I'm a dog. You. Back to the ball!
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people.
Alright, so Tropico was loaded up, as it was loading up in the background, so I couldn't find any like graphic settings to set ultimately to high, but it runs at 60 FPS, and I will say that you probably don't want to play this at the fullest, like full screen, to get the higher retina resolutions, because the game, once you put it to those settings on those resolutions, it kind of messes up. And actually, scratch that, I did find the settings and I bumped them all the way up to ultra, and we do get high FPS. But I do want to go on because I cut this video to showcase, once you try to get retina resolution, which is not windowed full screen, like something's up with the mouse that the game can't really track what's going on. So I had to bump back down, not to full screen and not the native resolution. So just an FYI, I think you could run it, but it's not playable because the mouse doesn't click right. So yeah, you can still see here 60 FPS, but then when we go to full screen mode, you have to like restart the game, and you can already see like the mouse cursor is kind of already off already. It's kind of weird. But yeah, just something to consider from a gaming perspective. Yeah, I haven't played Tropico in a while, so I kind of forgot what you're supposed to do. But from a game perspective, on windowed mode, you can see that like the bottom dock pops up, and some of that stuff kind of ruins the experience. And then, like I said, when you play an exclusive full screen, well, you can't even play that time because the cursor mouse is off. So that's kind of what the state of Mac OS gaming is, like not 100%, not perfect. But this game can run if you can put up with some of the quirks with Mac OS. You'll be able to play this game. So that's 3 native games tested: Starcraft, Alien Isolation, or actually 4 games: Bioshock and Tropico. Definitely runnable, definitely showcasing the M1 Max to its fullest potential. Definitely some awesome stuff. So I don't know why also this game didn't have audio, but that's why this part doesn't have audio recording, even though it was the same setup. But just all stuff for you guys to consider. And yeah, enjoy this gameplay footage. Let me know in the comments what other games you want me to test. I think some of the next games are going to be testing the crossovers and parallels type of games instead of native games. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.